Monica, and today I've got a really great story called Edwina the Emu. This is a story that I remember reading lots when I first started in early childhood, which must mean that it's, there we go, 1996. That was when it was first published. It's by Sheena Knowles and the illustrations are by Rod Clement, who did lots of beautiful illustrations in many of the Australian authors' books around this time. Now the sign for emu, you'll either see it done with your 2 fingers or 4 fingers in a pecking motion. I'm going to use 4 today. That's the variation I'm going to use. And we might use our E finger. We could spell Edwina, but we might just use an E finger so it's a little bit easier to follow. So it's Edwina the Emu by Sheena Knowles and Rod Clement. Let's see what happens. There once were 2 emus who lived in the zoo, or zoo. One was Edwina and Edward. He's got an E too. Edward was 2. They played every day. There was never a fight. And they cuddled up close to keep warm every night. As they sat there one day entwining their legs, Edwina announced she'd laid 10 little eggs. Yeek! Shouted Edward. He seemed to be choking. 10 little emus, you've got to be joking. I'm not, said Edwina, but don't get depressed. I'll look for a job. You stay on the nest. An ad in the paper said dance the ballet. If you've got the legs, we're willing to pay. Great, said Edwina. That would be fine. I'll hop on a bus and I'll be there at 9 o'clock. The director called out for the next ballerina, and onto the stage stepped the lovely Edwina. She whirled and she walled, she twirled and she leapt. Then she twisted her legs in a grand pirouette. How would you make your pirouette look? You might make your dancing like a pirouette. Yeek! The man shouted. He seemed to be choking. An emu dance ballet? You've got to be joking. I'm not, said Edwina, but don't laugh at me. I'll find the right job soon. You just wait and see. An ad in the paper said chimney to sweep. Stick your neck out and you could make a heap. Lots of money. I will, said Edwina. Now this will be fun. I'll hop on a bus and I'll be there by 1. Up on the roof, the wind whistled about. I'm ready, the lady below shouted out. I'll just be a minute, Edwina called back. Then she pushed till she popped through bristled and black. Yeek, said the lady. She seemed to be choking. An emu sweep chimneys, you've got to be joking. I'm not, said Edwina, but don't laugh at me. I'll find the right job soon. You just wait and see. An ad in the paper said waiter required. If you're quick on your feet, you're sure to be hired. Yes, said Edwina. That's perfect for me. I'll hop on a bus and I'll be there by 3. Edwina served tea to a man in a hat. Would you like me to bring you a meal with that? Yes, said the man. I'll have sausages fried with a couple of nice runny eggs on the side. Yeek, said Edwina. She seemed to be choking. You want to eat eggs? You've got to be joking. I'm not, said the man. Eating eggs is the best. Once I ate 10 of them straight from a nest. Edwina ran out. She ran into the street. It was true when she said she was quick on her feet. Taxi, she cried, take me home, make it fast. I know what the right job for me is at last. It was late when Edwina got back to the nest. You're late, muttered Edward, and I need a rest. You're right, said Edwina. From now on we share. I'll sit on the nest and you pull up a chair. There once were 12 emus who lived in the zoo. One was Edwina and Edward was 2. Then Fluffy and Scruffy and Sniffly Sneeze. And Fatty and Footloose and Knobbly Knees. And Lollipop Legs and Shortening and Squeak. And the last little emu. They called that one, or his name was Yeek. It's a nice story, isn't it? There's also a book just about Edward as well. I'll see if I can track that one down. Thanks for joining me this week for our story of the week, and we look forward to doing more science next time. Bye everyone.